Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode, we're going to be cooking Afghan style lamb kofta kebabs. There's a lot of different variations of kebabs throughout the Middle East. These ones are an Afghan style. To start, roughly chop one onion and place in a food processor with the cutting blades. Pulse the processor, mincing the onion. Next, you need a bowl and a strainer. Pour the minced onion onto the strainer and push out as much of the liquid as you can. Place the minced onion to one side. We're not going to be using the liquid for this recipe. Crush 4 cloves of garlic with a side of your knife and finely chop. Next, finely chop a handful of parsley. In a large mixing bowl, add 2 pounds or 1 kilo of minced lamb. Then add the parsley and garlic, followed by 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of sumac, and half a teaspoon of hot paprika. Mix the spices into the mince. Add the onion and fully mix everything together until it becomes sticky. Cover with cling wrap and place in the fridge to marinate for an hour. When you're ready to cook, you need a couple of sticks. They have a flat side like a sword to hold onto the meat. Dip your fingers into the water, this will stop it from sticking. Take a handful of mince and press it around the skewer. The mince shouldn't be any thicker than a couple centimeters as it needs to cook quickly. Once it's all spread out, press the meat between your thumb and index finger 1 inch apart, making indents. Repeat with the rest of the mince. It's said this style of kebab was created by soldiers who'd use their sword to cook their meat. Next, light a chimney of charcoal. I'm using clean heat charcoal. I'm using the base of my small spit. It's perfect for holding the skewers. To keep the charcoal as hot as possible, you need to fan it. I'm using an old ice cream lid. Place the meat over the coals and cook on one side. Continue to fan as this will help keep the charcoal nice and hot and cook the meat as fast as possible. Once cooked on one side, flip and cook on the other. These are looking and smelling absolutely amazing. Once they're brown on both sides, take them off the heat. Serve on some naan bread or my favourite, some Afghan rice. There you have it, Afghan style lamb kofta kebabs. These are packed full of flavour and are pretty easy to make. They make for a great shared meal. If you found this recipe helpful, don't forget to share it, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.